Finally, I got my hands on 9 Tiles Panic and I want to talk about it. What's up everybody, welcome to Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and finally I was hunting this game for so long because here in Europe getting the English version of this one, because there are some words on the cards and I really didn't want to take a French or any kind of different version that I stumble upon, but I finally got my hands on an English version of 9 Tiles Panic, and it's such a small box but it packs so much fun, so much of everything that I definitely want to talk a little bit more about it. So here it is, but before I do that, let's get down to the table. Let me show you what you get inside this box. As you can see, it's pretty small but pretty like fat, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay, let's see what this little box contains. So first of all, you get a rule book that's pretty easy, pretty simple to understand. There's even few examples of what's valid, what's not. So this is in essence really easy game. It's done really quickly. It says on a box I think 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes, and it's pretty much about that. So what you also get, you get a score track that you need to assemble, of course, like this. And is it double-sided? I never checked. No, it's not. So you have a score track because this game plays up to however many players is, that's how many points. If you are playing 2 players, you will have to play until somebody earns 10 points, 15 in 3 player, 20 in 4, and 25 in 5 players. So that's how many points you need to end the game. And you will be building a city in a 3x3 tile, in a 3x3 square grid, and there's a bunch of these cards. Some of them are advanced, like if they have a star on here, up here, then that means it's advanced, and if it does not have, that means it's somewhat easy to understand. And basically I just shuffle all of these and you will reveal 3 different things that need to be built in this city of yours. And so requirements will be like, for example, the city with the most dogs. So the dogs you have to have most dogs shown on different tiles, and I'm going to show you the tiles just in a second. And there's all kinds of to have most agents on one single road, or to have the city with the most roads, with the most different roads going on and off. Some of them are illegal on this picture, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of these, and you will probably go through maybe 9 of these, because you reveal 3 for each of the games. And in 5 players, you reveal. I mean, I played it 5 players, and we I think went through 3 of these, and somebody has already had 25 points or so, because you get 5 points if you win for each of these cards, so that you can basically win 15 points each game. And if you are playing in 2 players, that means 2 points per each, so 6 points per each game, which means if you are really good, you can basically be done by the turn 2 if in a 2-player game. So as I said, this is really quick and easy game. So each of the players will get one of these tokens to represent their score points. It's just these little alien guys in different colors, and the colors are very vibrant. And of course we have a clock, because the first player to finish the city will flip the clock, and everyone else will have 1.5 minute to finish their city. And these tiles represent, if you are the first to finish, you will take the one. These are basically tiebreakers. If you have the same amount of agents or anything that the cards requires you to have, if you have the same amount as other players, this is the tiebreaker. Whoever got the lowest number is winner on that card and will get most points. And each of the players, and I'll take blue cards. So each of the players, let me just take everything out and then I'll sort the blue out, because I always play blue. So I'm going to show you on a blue example of a city. So basically each player will get 9 of these tiles. All tiles are the same, and once you start once you see all the rules for the city, you start assembling your city. And what you want to do is you want to connect the city in a way that you can benefit most from the cards. You have to be careful to not make roundabouts, so to say. As you can see, these are double-sided. Some of them have roads, some don't, so you can do easily stuff like this. And let's say, for example, that I did something like this. Even though I think this is illegal move, so I might be able to do something like this. Oh no, this road doesn't lead to anywhere, so I think this might not be the value. Okay, let's see. I think, okay, doesn't really matter right now. I think this is the wrong thing. That's something that you can do. Not really sure right now, but basically you build your city, you are done with it, and then it's the other player's turn. And depending what the cards are asking you, require you to do, that's what you will be doing. For example, if this card was in play, you have to have the most roads where agents is chasing the aliens and aliens are chasing hamburgers, in that particular order exactly. For example, I have agent over here who is chasing alien, who is chasing hamburger, so that's fine. But this one chasing over here is hamburger, then alien, so that's not good. So basically I just have one for this requirement, and other players might have more, maybe they played more into it. Or if I, let's say, for example, took this one, the city with the longest road, and my road is long, as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 of these tiles from the possible 9, which is really good actually. Wait, I counted this twice, so maybe that's just 7. What I'm trying to say is that's how easy it is. You just take these you just take 3 of these for each of the rounds. You build your city, and as I mentioned, they're all double-sided with all kinds of different things on them, so there's all kinds of different possibilities that can happen, and whoever is the fastest, so to say, could be the winner of the game. But yeah, basically that's everything that comes in this little box of 9-tile panic. Okay, so that was 9-tile panic, 9 tiles panic, and from the moment I saw this game, I knew I wanted to try it out. First of all, it's a city builder, sort of, but it really isn't. But still, I like it. And because the way it sounded, how it plays, the way how it feels, what you do in it, was really appealing to me, because you can play this like heavy competitively if you have like that kind of group, but still you can bring it like to a new players, and still have a lot of fun trying to build your little city, your little town with all these agents and everything, and just have a bunch of fun. You can easily disregard the timer and everything if you are playing with the younger players, so you don't push them, to the panic and everything, even though the game has panic in it, the title, but just play it casually. And that's what drew me into this game. That's what I found it interesting, and now I finally played it, and I must say the disappointment was complete zero. I enjoyed every little bit of it. The main thing about those cards that give you all kinds of different prerequisition for your city that you are trying to build, it just works wonderful. It's pretty easy, pretty simple to understand. You can't have everything. You have to sacrifice some of the things for some other things. But in all this rush, because I played with a group that plays competitively, of course, then it was like super rush to be the one to take the first token, to push that timer on everybody. And that timer at first feels very, very like sinister. Like, oh my god, the timer is on. I have to finish my city, otherwise I will not get any points. But then you realize there's like a minute and a half in that timer, so that's plenty of time, to reconsider what you want to do, how you want to place it, flip your tiles, try to find the best combination. So that timer is just like more of a psychological pressure than actual pressure of time. But still, players are rushing to finish their city first, because if you are tied with some players for points, you really want to have the token with the smaller number, because that way you will get, that's the tiebreaker, because you build your city faster. And everything about this game works absolutely phenomenal. I like it. I like how the points are scored if you didn't finish your city, or if you finished it but it had some things that you can't do when you are building it, then you are out of the scoring. Some other players might who are maybe slower, but they build their city correctly. Now they can get your points, basically the points that would otherwise be awarded to you. And it's a fun, it's quick and easy game. It plays up to 5 players, which is really good, because usually, you know, there's always that, you know, the group with 4 players is fine, but if you have 5 players, it's sometimes really hard to find the games and to finish the night, sort of. And this one is definitely for the end of the night, for the end of the game night, of course, to be played, because it's so much fun. It says 20 minutes. I think it lasted like that. As I said, we played 5 players and we played 3 turns and the game was done. It was over and you could easily play just another one. So there's plenty of cards. There's like... how many cards is there? Let me just quickly check it out. How many different cards is there? What do the rules say? The rules say there are total, no, not of that start, 26 cards. There's in total 26 of these cards, and you will only see like 9 throughout one game, which means that you can play like what's that? 26. That's like 9, 6, oh my god, my math is now like, I'm drawing blanks, but that's like, I think 3 or 4 games. That's 3 or 4 games that you can play and not see the same card come up easily. 3 games, 9, 27, almost full 3 games without seeing this one same card. So, and when you think about all the possible combinations of these different cards, the replay value, it just stacks up. I'm losing my words right now, but I enjoy this one so much. It's quick, it's super quick, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's not fan. It's so much fun, and I just loved every little bit of it. So if you have a chance to get your hands on this one, do get it, because you will not regret how fast it is and how fun it can be. And it goes up to 5 players, which is really awesome. And the colors are really nice, absolutely. They're really bright and intensive, which I find really interesting and funny. Not funny like, but fun to play with, because, you know, it's like in your face. Yeah, I'm rambling now too much because I want to talk hours and hours upon it, but I said everything I wanted to say about it. Do check it out. It's a really, really interesting game. And yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing or considering subscribing. There is also a Patreon. You can support me on a Patreon, because everything I earn over there, everything I get from you over there, I just pour back into the channel. I pour back into the all kinds of different equipment, better equipment, so you can get better videos. And yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching, and until next time. Pozdrav. A game that I was waiting for so long that I wanted to try. For so long, I don't know. Nobody knows if you don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I was hunting English version. I think both Essence from Essence.